Welcome to Redbeard and the Den of Tools. Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in front of ye old Harbor Freights. Well, this is, as you can expect, the follow-up response video, if you will, to yesterday's video where we were told that there's no longer any filming here at Harbor Freight. If you haven't seen the other video, I suggest you stop for a minute, go back, watch that video so you have some context. I'll put a link to it at the end of the video. That said, we got a response directly from Eric Smidt, CEO of Harbor Freight. It's in the comments on the other video, but let me read it to you here. From Harbor Freight. I'm sorry about your experience at our store this weekend. We heard from many customers who shared similar feedback, and we're going to fix this. It turns out that this no filming in stores policy has been around for years. In fact, most of us had forgotten about it. A few days ago, a routine policy reminder was sent out to our store teams. It didn't take long before our store teams and our customers told us how they felt about it. I bet they did. And we all agree, we love it when you and others share reviews of our tools on social media. The reviews help spread the word about Harbor Freight, and they help us make our tools better so we can deliver even more value to our customers. We're sorry about the confusion this created, and effective immediately, we'll allow customers to take photos and videos of tools as they shop. When they do, we only ask that they respect the privacy of other people in the store. Keep up the great work and shine on. Eric Smidt, President and owner of Harbor Freight Tools. Wow. Talk about an amazing response. You can't ask for more. Here we got a guy who's running a massive company, and he's taking the time to respond to our little community here. And I got to say that it speaks volumes. In fact, let me quickly read to you what my response was to him. Eric, thank you so much for your response. We all love the freight, and nothing shows more character and commitment to the community than you taking the time to respond directly. Thank you so much for creating such a great establishment. I know that Harbor Freight is more than just a business for you. It's been your passion almost your entire life, and we have the utmost respect for what you have done and what you have built. We also know that during the course of running a company this size that these things can and will happen. It's pretty much unavoidable. As my grandfather once told me, we don't judge a man by if he falls down, we judge him by how quickly he gets back up. And you, sir, have proven yet again that Harbor Freight, while not always perfect, is always striving to be better. Thank you from all of us here at the Den of Tools. And I mean that. It really is the case. As I said in the video, I wanted to hold off. I wanted to hear what their side of the story is, because that's always been the case. You'll hear somebody chime in with something and everyone wants to rush to judgment, and we need to, we need to put on the brakes and just stop and relax, take a breath, sleep on it, if you will, and get all the facts. I know some people were ribbing me about and now we got the rest of the story. Yeah, if you don't get the joke, you ask your grandfather. He'll tell you about it. Anyway, I want to say another big thanks to Eric, and I want to say a thanks also to everyone who works at Harbor Freight, especially those of you in the front lines at the stores. Again, I want to reiterate, this was never about you. This was always about what I felt needed to be a kind of a course correction, if you will, at Harbor Freight, and a recommitment to the community. And even that's kind of overstating it. It really did feel like somebody who thought they were doing, what their job was supposed to be and pushing out these policies and making sure that they get enforced. When the reality is, in this day and age, everyone's got a phone in their pocket. You're not going to stop people from recording. And it's better to embrace the community. And we all know that, just basically by the way Eric's built the company, that he understands this. So we've got our response. You can't ask for more, really. And I do want to say to all the other creators and everyone who's out there, be respectful of everybody else. Taking pictures and videos of the product, that's fine. I highly recommend maybe you try to do voiceovers, afterwards, so that way you're not interrupting anyone else's shopping experience. And, whatever you do, keep everyone else out of the picture unless they've agreed to be in it. In fact, maybe even, say hi to the store employees or store manager beforehand, just to show respect. As they say, when you go in another man's house, you don't open the fridge without asking permission. Try to be a little bit respectful. Harbor Freight's definitely gone out on a limb here for us. It's the least we can do for them. But, I got one last thing to say. Hopefully, Eric's taking a look at this, or somebody else important is. While we got you on the line, hey, we could really use some more of those Hercules power tools. We'd really like to see that recip saw, maybe a circ saw. A lot of us would really like to see like a a cast iron tabletop, like true woodworkers kind of saw, some more like maybe a joiner or something like that. That would be great. I mean, like, hey, you got him on the phone, right? Might as well go whole hog. Oh, and while you're here, since we're at it and all, making a fool of myself, we'd really like to see some of these Bear Clee shirts here. People keep asking me about them. I don't know where to source them, so maybe you guys do. Anyway, that's all the Bear has for you today. Take care, everyone, and as always, shine on.